Emily had always believed that success meant having the perfect job, a beautiful apartment, expensive clothes, and a life that looked impressive on social media. Every morning, she posted smiling pictures, but every night, she cried herself to sleep. At 28, Emily worked long hours at a marketing company in New York City. She barely had time for her family or friends. Her mother called every weekend, but Emily usually ignored the calls, promising herself she would call back later. Later never came. One rainy evening, Emily received a message from her younger sister. "Mom is in the hospital, please come." Her heart stopped. She rushed to the hospital, terrified. Thankfully, her mother was stable after a minor heart attack. Sitting beside the hospital bed, Emily held her mother's hand for the first time in months. Her mother smiled weakly. "I don't need expensive gifts, sweetheart," she whispered. "I just wanted your time." Those words pierced Emily's heart like a knife. For the first time, she realized she had spent years chasing money while forgetting the people who loved her the most. After her mother recovered, Emily promised herself she would change. But life wasn't finished teaching her. Only 3 weeks later, the company announced massive layoffs. Emily lost her job. Her perfect life disappeared overnight. The apartment she loved became too expensive. The designer handbags no longer mattered. Friends who always enjoyed fancy dinners suddenly stopped answering her messages. She felt completely alone. One afternoon, while packing her belongings, she found an old notebook her grandmother had given her years ago. Inside was a handwritten quote: "Life isn't measured by what you own. It's measured by the lives you touch." Emily stared at the words for several minutes. She decided that instead of chasing another high-paying job immediately, she would take time to discover who she really was. She started volunteering at a local community center. Every Saturday, she helped children with homework. At first, she believed she was helping them. Soon, she realized they were helping her. One little girl named Sophia always waited excitedly for Emily. "You're my favorite teacher," Sophia said one afternoon. Emily laughed. "I'm not even a real teacher." Sophia smiled. "You teach me to believe in myself." Emily felt tears forming in her eyes. No performance review at work had ever made her feel that valuable. Weeks turned into months. Emily became happier despite earning almost no money. She spent weekends with her mother, cooked dinner with her sister, and even started taking long walks without checking her phone every 5 minutes. Her anxiety slowly disappeared. One evening, while volunteering, she met an elderly man named Mr. Carter. Every week, he quietly read books in the library. One day, Emily asked why he came so often. He smiled gently. "When you're young," he said, "you think time moves slowly. Then one morning you wake up old and wonder where everyone went." Emily listened carefully. Mr. Carter continued. "I spent my whole life working. I missed birthdays, anniversaries, and family dinners. Now my children live far away. They're good people, but they grew up without me." His voice trembled. "If I could live my life again, I'd choose memories over overtime." Emily never forgot those words. Inspired, she began writing short, inspirational posts online about gratitude, kindness, and life's lessons. She expected almost nobody to read them. Instead, thousands of people connected with her stories. Messages poured in every day. "Your words helped me call my father after years. I finally forgave my sister. I quit a job that was destroying my mental health." Emily realized that sharing honesty was far more powerful than pretending everything was perfect. A small publishing company eventually noticed her writing and offered her a chance to write a motivational book. She couldn't believe it. The woman who had once measured success by her salary was now being recognized simply for sharing hope. Months later, Emily stood on a stage speaking at a community event. Looking at hundreds of people, she smiled. "I used to think happiness was waiting for me after the next promotion," she said. "But happiness was waiting in family dinners, phone calls with my mother, helping strangers, forgiving myself, and appreciating ordinary moments." The audience applauded. After the event, a young woman approached her. "I've been chasing success exactly the way you described," she admitted. "I'm exhausted." Emily smiled warmly. "Don't wait until life forces you to slow down." The young woman nodded with tears in her eyes. Years later, Emily often reflected on the lessons life had taught her. Success without peace isn't success. Money can buy comfort, but it cannot buy love. Time is the one thing you can never earn back. Kindness always returns in unexpected ways. Family moments become priceless memories, and the greatest achievement isn't becoming important. It's making someone else feel important. Every Sunday, Emily still visited her mother. They drank tea together, laughed about old memories, and watched sunsets from the porch. Sometimes they sat quietly without saying a single word. Those silent moments became Emily's favorite part of life. One evening, her mother looked at her and smiled. "You seem happier now." Emily squeezed her hand. "I finally learned what success really means." As the sun disappeared behind the horizon, Emily realized that life's greatest lessons never come from easy days. They come from heartbreak, loss, failure, forgiveness, and love. Those lessons shape us into the people we were always meant to become. And sometimes, losing the life you planned is the first step toward finding the life you truly need.